What if you dropped a Quetzalcoatlus into the modern African savanna? Could it rule? Could it rule these skies? Right now, you just hatched again. Fresh out of the shell, your wings already span 5 feet. You weigh 4 pounds, a bit bigger than a grown swan. You shake your damp wings, and on instinct buried in your blood, you spread them to touch the sun. But after just 2 flaps, you fall flat on the grass. You can't figure it out. Your wings are fine. Your strength is fine. So why can't you fly? No wonder you're confused. Back home in the Cretaceous, the air was much thicker. Oxygen was rich, and it held you up easily. But these skies today have air too thin to support your frame. You're like a helicopter, trying to lift off from a 13,000-foot plateau. You can't leave the ground. You struggle for a whole hour. Then a sudden gust of strong wind lifts you up, wobbling. That's the first flight of your life, the first Quetzalcoatlus in 66 million years to glide over modern skies. The moment you fly, the world snaps into focus. 2 miles away, a grasshopper twitches on a blade of grass, and you see it crystal clear. These eyes are standard issue for a top predator. You quickly lock onto a grazing hare. You tuck your wings and dive from 160 feet. Wind explodes in your ears. In an instant, you hit 50 miles an hour. The hare never saw it coming. This meal leaves you fully satisfied. But the problem is, you eat too much. You swallow the last bite, and the hunger creeps back. This body of yours was built for the Cretaceous, an age where meat was everywhere. Back then, small dinosaurs roamed the plains in herds, and you ate them like a buffet, big portions, all you can eat. But today, you have to hunt 5 times a day, just to keep your body growing. You don't know it yet, but this is only the start of hard times. And this savanna hides an enemy your genes never recorded. On day 7, you're basking on an acacia tree when a sharp shriek cuts through the air above. You instinctively try to fly, too late. A martial eagle dives from behind. This is modern Africa's biggest aerial hunter, a 7.5-foot wingspan, talons that can crush an antelope's skull. Those claws sink into your wing and tear a long gash. You thrash like crazy, slamming it into the tree trunk. The hit makes it loosen its grip. You seize the chance, twist around, and jab hard at its wing. It screams, then flees with a hurt wing. You won, covered in blood, and you're stunned. Your instincts never log danger from the sky. That eagle made you remember. In these skies, you're not the only hunter. In the days that follow, you grow fast for 2 years. Your wingspan hits 16 feet. Quetzalcoatlus is one of the fastest growing flyers in Earth's history. How fast? Put it this way, a golden eagle takes 5 years to reach 6.5 feet. In 5 years, you go from the size of a swan straight to the size of a helicopter. But this stunning growth becomes a deadly curse. It keeps you running every day just to fill your stomach. Hares start to barely cut it. Later, they don't even fill a gap in your teeth. So you turn to bigger prey. You spot a herd of impala grazing with heads down. You dive from high up. But the second your shadow crosses the grass, the whole herd bolts like it exploded, scattering everywhere. You come up empty. You won't give up. You pull up and chase. That's when you learn the prey in this world is way trickier than back home. Their herds keep dedicated lookouts. The moment you show up, the alarm spreads through the whole group. Your sprint is fast, but your stamina is pitiful. The prey runs a few hundred yards, and you can't keep up. For the first time, this strange savanna gives you a sliver of unease. Often 3 days pass with nothing, and you're starving, vision going black. And in a moment of extreme hunger like that, you make the attempt that changes your life. A lone impala is dozing in the tree shade. You don't rush in low like usual. You remember that eagle came from high up, striking from the blind spot. You climb in one breath to 650 feet. At that height, you barely flap your wings. The midday ground bakes to 160 degrees. Scorching air rises in waves, like an invisible hand holding up your wings. Riding this heat current, you hover dead still over your prey for hours, and it never senses a thing. You stare down that impala, then drop straight from 650 feet. It dies never knowing where death came from. This is the first time in this world you used your brain, not instinct, to take down big prey. But what you don't know is that what you just did goes against your whole family's nature. Dive hunting like that, your ancestors never did. This modern savanna that can't feed you forced you into a killer falling from the sky. And this is just the beginning. Once you learn to dive, something clicked. You start to understand one thing. Those snarling, clawing things on the ground. Lions, wild dogs, and the long-legged giants. They fight it out down on the dirt. But your battlefield is in the sky. They can't reach. The moment that sinks in, you truly become a hunter. At age 5, 33-foot wingspan, 440 pounds, you decide to take on a 330-pound adult wildebeest on this savanna. Even a whole pride of lions trying to bring down a strong adult wildebeest has to chase and corner it for minutes, risking being gored by those horns, their skulls smashed by its hind hooves, and often comes back empty. But you look at it like a meal set on the table. You climb to 3,300 feet, then drop like a falling missile, straight down. Air screams in your ears. Your speed hits 80 miles an hour. The wildebeest hears the wind and lifts its head. That spear-like beak has already run clean through its body, from your wing tuck to the wildebeest dropping. The whole thing takes 17 seconds. The prey lions risk their lives fighting. For minutes, you settle with one stab from the sky. In that moment, this savanna understands one thing for the first time. Your killing simply isn't in their rulebook. From that day on, the whole savannah starts to make way for you. Martial eagles hide in higher mountains, never daring to circle over the plains again. Antelope herds change where they drink. Only at the darkest dawn and dusk do they dare near the water, because the daytime sky is yours. Even lions, catching a glimpse of your passing shadow, instinctively look up on guard. The king of the ground salutes the king of the sky. You did nothing, just lived, but simply living. Rewrote the rules of the whole savannah. At age 7, you reach full size, 36-foot wingspan, 500 pounds. This is the adult Quetzalcoatlus build. Scientists rebuilt from fossils. Standing on the ground, you're as tall as a giraffe. Your spread wings cover half a basketball court. At this point, on this land, not a single living thing can threaten you. You've become the true king of the sky. Once you're king, you realize a king's days are empty. No one dares challenge you anymore, so no one is worth a serious move from you. You fly higher and higher into air so thin that even you can't breathe. You're searching for a rival who can still make you tense, for prey worth diving down for. But the bigger the sky, the bigger the emptiness. You look down, the whole earth drifts beneath your feet. You look up, and there's only endless empty blue. That midday, a small helicopter flies low along the savannah route. In your eyes, that's not some human machine, just a strange-looking, noisy thing that barged into your empty sky. It's been so long you almost forgot what being challenged, what answering it feels like. You don't hesitate at all. You shoot up to 6,500 feet and tuck your wings. At a max, 80 miles an hour, you plunge straight down, your head and beak. The instant they hit the rotor, get shredded. But in that same instant, the rotor loses all control, spinning as it falls. Your broken body is thrown by the blast wave, together with the burning wreckage, carving a brutal arc through the air, crashing into the vast savannah. To the very end, you thought you were conquering that last intruder, but that was this world's last joke on a king who'd long had no rival. That one pair of wings, unlike any other, let you fly higher and farther than any life, and it let you see, clearer than any life, just how empty that sky was. What made you king, and what sent you into that helicopter were the same thing, and under the same sky where you fell, thousands of miles away over a city called Los Angeles. Another pair of wings, just like yours, was also measuring the same empty sky again and again. The day it arrived, it faintly saw you, but you never knew it existed. Two pairs of wings that should have met, flew a whole lifetime, and neither reached the other's sky.